All right, as I promised, we will get to the people on the line, but I have got to give you, Terry demands it, my winners and losers from draft day this weekend.
Oh, boy.
All right, Terry, very simple. Lions are out of this.
Right.
Okay, we are discussing them on a separate plane. I'm going to offer you the opportunity to guess. We'll see how well you know me. You want to guess the winners or losers first?
Winners.
Okay, go ahead. Your first guess on who I believe had a winning draft weekend.
I am going to include Cincinnati because they have a couple tackles.
I liked it because they kept their quarterback upright with the 2 tackles, but it's not my 3 biggest winners. Let me give you one.
What about Seattle? Because in essence, they got Jimmy Graham, too.
Nah, that's illegal. They made a trade. I'm talking about what they did this weekend. Hey, when your first pick is felonious Frank Clark, you ain't getting a winning grade from me. Now, how about the Rams? I don't care what these experts think. I think what the Rams did was smart. Got arguably the best player in the draft in Todd Gurley, and then backed it up with the remodel, the retooling of that offensive line that they so desperately needed. They went out and landed 3 offensive linemen to help their quarterback, and now you got Todd Gurley and Trey Mason in the same backfield. Jeff Fisher is old school. They want to ground and pound. Hey, if Gurley's a bust, their draft's going to suck. I thought they went out and they made a bold move with Gurley and then backed it up.
Yeah,
They're going to go out and run the ball.
That one because you love Gurley.
I love me some Gurley.
I know.
Terry, who's another winner this weekend?
How about the
Minnesota Vikings? Good guess, Terry. Here's why.
Why do you have them down there?
Good. Well, good for you. Here's why I like what they did. You know you need corners in this division with the Jordy Nelsons and the Megatrons and the Tates and the Alshon Jeffries. Look, Mike Zimmer's a defensive-minded coach. They went out and got the best press cover corner in the draft in Trey Waynes. He may not be the best corner, but he's a press corner. What's the best way to go up against Calvin Johnson at the later stage of his career? Press him,
and
get
hold his
physical
hand.
with him, take him out. Trey Waynes in the first round. They went out and got Hendricks from UCLA. Look, a defensive-minded draft. Sure, I wish they would have gotten a receiver a little earlier, but overall, their big offensive upgrade in the offseason is going to be Adrian Peterson because apparently trade talks are dead.
Yeah.
AP's come back to Minnesota.
They don't want to let go of him.
Who is my last winner? And I will tell you this is going to be a controversial selection on my part. And it's an AFC team.
Oh, I was guessing Miami.
Tennessee. I don't like Mariota, but they had absolutely no choice but to take him. Now, how could I say that simply put? You don't have a quarterback. You can't go back to Zach Mettenberger for year 2 of Wisenhunt after going 2-14. They had no choice but to take Mariota. So what did they do in the next round? They took a first-round talent who had some baggage, who's a wide receiver in DGB Dorial Green Beckham, the kid from Mizzou who went to Oklahoma and then never played.
Doesn't every guy with 3 names do well in the NFL?
Close. The point is, if he gets his head on straight, that's a coup for Tennessee, and they back that up with David Cobb, who I like from Minnesota. Cobb with Bishop Sankey. You got the offensive weapons necessary to give Mariota a shot to not be dead by week 6. All right, Terry, let's talk losers. Who would top my loser list? It's a team I hate. It's a team whose fan base is trash.
Oh.
And it's a team who basically just said, to hell with need, we're going to stack up position. Ready?
Raiders?
Jets, Jets. Now, listen, I love Leonard Williams. Here's the problem. You already have Sheldon Richardson. You already have Muhammad Wilkerson. What the hell are you doing taking another defensive lineman in a 3-4 scheme?
Isn't that what the Giants used to do?
They were taking pass rushers.
Right.
You can't take big-body linemen in a 3-4 scheme. I just thought the Jets, who desperately needed a quarterback, didn't land one. They waited to take Bryce Petty, who I like. But you can't ask Bryce Petty to go play outdoors in MetLife in November and December and maybe January in New York. Silliness. I didn't like the Jets draft at all, and they reached on Devin Smith. Just didn't like the Jets. Who's another loser this weekend, Terry?
Well, you were kind of chirping about it earlier. The G-Men.
No, I didn't like their draft.
Well,
but
yeah,
they're not,
you were bitching about
They're
it.
not one of the three biggest losers. How about the Carolina Panthers? May I submit this for your ruling?
Okay.
For one, they took a huge risk in round one with Shaq Thompson. Then they come back in round two and sell their soul to the devil to trade up to get Devin Funchess?
Yeah, that one was weird.
Now, look, he didn't run well, people, so he's not a wideout. Oh, but here's the dirty secret. Devin Funchess is soft. Devin Funchess doesn't block. He don't get in people's faces. Here's what Devin Funchess does. He abuses people that aren't as good as he is. But when push comes to shove and Devin Funchess has to put that mouthpiece in and compete, no, he comes up real small. I didn't understand it. He's not a tight end, and he sure as hell ain't a wideout. But with Carolina, I know what they were thinking. We're going to have Kelvin Benjamin on one side and Devin Funchess on the other. Here's the problem. Unless Devin Funchess gets a scooter, he ain't going to be able to run routes. Terry, who's my last loser?
Arizona.
I'm going to say it. It's controversial. Tampa Bay. Number one pick in the draft. I don't like Jameis Winston, but there's more. Terry, they came back with a pair of second rounders, and what did they do? Man, they took Donovan Smith, who might have been available in the third round, according to the experts. Then they followed that up with some guy named Ollie Marpet Baby from Hobart College. And then they followed that up with a running back from Hawaii that no one's ever heard of. So let me get this straight. Your solution is to draft Jameis Winston, and then you took a collection of fourth-round offensive linemen in the second round and then backed it up with a running back no one ever heard of from Hawaii. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say I didn't like your draft very much. So your winners, Rams, Vikes, Titans. Losers, Jets, Panthers, Bucks. Terry, any issue? You want to throw a flag on that?
Yeah, because
bad.
You really hate Winston. I should have known that.
He's not good.
Stop it.
He's not good. And
you said he's the best quarterback in the draft.
I wouldn't have taken either of these quarterbacks. I would have quit my job before drafting either of these two.
So they would have been free agents?
I would have had to tell my owner I can't take it. No, the bottom line is Tennessee had to take Mariota. I know Tampa Bay had to take Winston. The difference is Tennessee backed up the pick with legitimate weaponry. Dude, Tampa Bay went in and took two guys that had fourth-round grades and took them in the second round. Yeah. Followed that up with a running back. Come on, man. Really? That's crazy.
From Hawaii.
Oh.